Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Nityananda Gauranga, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everybody. Welcome. This is chanting mantras to relieve all stress and anxieties and fears and bring happiness to the soul. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Oh my Lord. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Gauranga Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, 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 Gauranga Nijananda, Gauranga Nijananda, Gauranga. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Gauranga Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Gauranga Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Gauranga Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Gauranga Gauranga Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga. Nityananda Gauranga. Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga 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 Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Hari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hari Hari Bo 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Now, the philosophy portion of our wonderful program here. Philosophy. It's nice to philosophy, nice to philosophize, especially when it's conclusive truth, man. Yeah. The only problem with philosophy is it just tantalizing the mind. If it's just philosophy, usually it has no basis. Real deep basis. It's just, a tantalizing thing from the mind. I see so much of this, and it's, I try to figure it out. Often, people they come up with some philosophy, and it sounds good in the mind, sort of, but it doesn't have any substance, I could point out some preachers are like they get really popular because people they get addicted to speculations, and it's like something better, and you could be liberated by speculations. It's like you put words putting together and different ideas and concepts putting together and everything, but there's no real depth and real depth. Deeper than just some liberated thing, And once you get hooked on conclusive truth, that's all you want to know. And the conclusive truth is in the scriptures. Uh, but you need to have this quality of devotion to ascertain these conceptions, even in the scriptures. Otherwise, you start philosophizing with speculations also, and then you lose the whole thing. So I'll give you all the demonstration. I'm broadcasting on a new wavelength here with this Your Spot. You guys might want to try it. It's like Facebook. It's called YORE Spot. And so, by the way, on Your Spot, if you're watching this video, we're also broadcasting on 5 other platforms with Ustream. And so, yeah. Yeah, and basically we have a message and a mission, and the message and the mission is to distribute this chanting process as a way to feel and experience a liberated state of consciousness, even in the midst of these difficult times where fear-mongering is being promoted, and people are being lied to and speculated on, and if you have some little bit deeper intelligence, you could start to feel that there's something off, there's something that you're not in on, or maybe you are now. Some people are, still oblivious to what's really going on. There's one of these things going on. Something external is being shown to the masses and everybody actually, and it's being what do you call censored, the real thing that's going on behind that, and so most people are just hearing the superficial, what's on the outside, and on the inside they're not privy to, so that's one level of truth. But that's not the ultimate truth. That's why I don't go there that much, because it's all, it's controversial and people get in arguments over it, and but this truth is so great, it's so attractive, the truth of all truths. Basically how everything is connected to this ultimate truth, and this is the ultimate philosophy. Yes, this is the CNN mission from God. Yeah, so that's our little niche here, is the truth of truths. And you can come and listen and try to ascertain it yourself. I'm not interested in religion or blind believers or believing blindly in this. We just present this truth of all truths straightforward, and you see, you analyze it with your own mind and your own intelligence, and see if it speaks to you. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and I mean, that's why I'm here. I mean, I love this truth. This truth is so fantastic. It puts all the pieces together. I know why I'm here in this world. I know where I'm going, more or less. I mean, you haven't experienced where you haven't gone, in this experience, but you kind of know where you're going. And it's a spiritual thing. I know who I really am. I know I'm a spirit. I identify that as a servant of the Supreme Spirit. Just like the American Indians call the Great Spirit. All actually, if you analyze all deep philosophies and scriptures, they talk about the Great Spirit in different ways. And it's always spiritual. See, God is actually a manifestation of spirit, and this is shown in not only different religions, but even in movies. Like in the Avatar, they talk about this tree, this sacred tree. See, the spirit is always sacred, also. Yeah, because it's the only clean thing. If you ever come across your own spirit and this Supreme Spirit, you're going to find it's the only clean thing around. Everything else, now you know what real cleanliness is. When that spirit awakens in you, this supreme spirit, it's in your heart, just usually dormant in most people. When it awakens, man, now you know what an inner shower is. Inner shower, and the water is called bliss. And this shower of bliss is fantastic, man. Oh, once you get a taste for that, you ain't coming back, man. You're going to want more of that. Well, you are coming back. You want more of that. And it's just like you take a shower regularly every day, right? To be clean. Well, this kind of cleanliness, you want to take a shower also. And you feel more of a cleansing and a deeper cleaning. And it gets so blissful. So your tears start coming to your eyes. You're so happy, you know. You start bubbling over. Your heart bubbles with such joy. You just want to jump around, and dance, uh, and laugh, laugh, and smile. All these amazing things. That's all you can get here. So stick around, everybody. Come regularly, and we'll show you something that's very uncommon that you don't just see anywhere. You don't see in any group. You don't see it. A matter of fact, this is so fantastic. You come and you'll see it is if you stick around long enough, and you can't pay enough money to get this. Everybody's trying to charge you for their content. But this content is so rare and so fabulous and so wonderful. This experience, this ever fresh experience, this clarity, this cleanliness that comes, this happiness is better than anything, and it's free. No charge at all. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we'll read Bhagavad Gita. Let's try some of that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So for the new people there on your spot, this is called Bhagavad Gita. It's like the Bible of India, but it's actually not meant to be religious. It's supposed to be just based on truth. Even the real Jesus was not religious. Yeah. See, he said basically once he said to this woman at the well in the 4th chapter of John, he said, we know who we worship. He's talking about him and his whoever was with him. We know who we worship, but you don't. You think you have to go somewhere to worship. He says, but actually, we are meant to worship now in spirit and in truth. See? So this gets rid of religion. Religion is for those who don't know the spirit and don't know the truth. Because you have to have the spirit to know the truth. So what is the meaning of that? What do you mean you have to know the spirit? Yeah, you have to know the spirit. The spirit is the spirit of devotion. See? Spirit, it's an energy, it's a potency, and it's called devotion, and it's sacred. Sacred spirit. See? And now, when this devotion is awakened, now you can ascertain the essence of truth in any scriptures, because truth is hidden in all scriptures. It's just covered over by religion. See? And the religious don't understand. The religious don't understand their truth in their books. Only rare persons like Jesus. So Jesus didn't come to bring religion. That's only people now, they take the words of Jesus because they don't understand the deep meaning of these great persons, great souls who come here to teach us about truth. He even said the truth will set you free. He didn't say religion will set you free. It doesn't. Religion is like politics, very similar. Religious people generally, they have material motive and they use the words in the Bible or in scriptures. In India, they do the same thing to control people, just like politicians use words to control people, false promises. Everything that you promise, either as a politician or as a religious leader, without knowing the spirit, is going to be false, is going to be a speculation, is going to be disempowering for others. Yeah, so the great souls, the ones who are of higher consciousness, they come here to teach us how to meditate on truth in the spirit, and then you overcome all kinds of illusions, all kinds of low vibrational frequency states of consciousness like fear, anxiety, and confusions, all of that. People come here, you'll overcome these kind of things very easily just by listening to this vibration, this frequency, these truths, this spirit, seeing this spirit, this ecstatic spirit. Everything, all your obstacles will be overcome. And then you start vibrating on this frequency, and then you do the same and you pay it forward to others. You make people happy. Okay? You speak life to them. Your vibration speaks life into them and not death. When you listen to the politicians and these leaders and the mainstream media, they're speaking death into you. They're misleading you. They're lying to you, deceiving to you, especially now. It's just how it is. And you can check your own feelings. If you listen to mainstream media, you watch TV and all these things, and you believe politicians and all that, how do you feel? And I guarantee you, I know there ain't anyone that is feeling good listening to those persons. And I have nothing against them, nothing against politics. This is just the way the world works. You'll come here and you'll think, just like I do, how interesting it is, how the world is working under the direction of the Supreme Spirit, even. These people, whether you're a leader or a follower, cannot help yourself. You cannot help yourself until you get deeper knowledge. See, it's well known that behind what's going on in the world is the occult, hidden knowledge, knowledge that the masses don't understand. See? And because these persons know that hidden knowledge more than the masses, they can control the masses with that knowledge. And see, there's a problem with that for those who are controlling others. See, there's karma, there's reaction to that, and there's corruption. Those persons become more and more darkened in their consciousness and more corrupt. And I'm speaking to those persons too. I'm speaking there's a better way. I have nothing against the demons or the demigods or the Illuminatis and any of them. I have nothing against them, but I have a message for them and I have a message for your followers. It's win-win for everybody. This message is change. You can change your frequency, you can change your consciousness, you can change your state of mind, you can get everything you're looking for, control, immortality, all these things in a better way that raises the vibration, cleanses the atmosphere, cleanses the planet. This all you can get now. So come along, hang out, watch the videos, and you'll see how this can be done. We're already doing it. We're making many people very, very happy here. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita, let's see what the chapter here. What's this karma yoga? Let's see. Yeah, we'll go into another chapter here. Okay, knowledge of the absolute truth, chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now hear, O son of Prita. So you can insert, for the new people, what is this Supreme Personality of Godhead? You can, the Supreme Spirit. See, this is part of this spiritual knowledge or transcendental knowledge of transcendence. Is there's two foundations. One is the Supreme Spirit, and the other is the Spirit Soul that's all connected to that Supreme Spirit. See, so in the Bhagavad Gita, it's called the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just like we are persons and we are spiritual in truth. Well, there's the Supreme, and the Supreme is also spirit, and he's also a person, just like we're persons. Okay? People don't know this. They think when they call God, which means in the Bible dictionary means great mystery. Well, that mystery can be revealed. You can actually experience God. You can understand that great mystery to an extent, an ever greater extent. Yeah, Supreme Personality Godhead said. See, and this is just in this statement is the way of following this path. See, the Supreme Personality of Godhead represents the authority. And in this book, he was representing the spiritual master. Spiritual master means a person who has mastered spirit, mastered the Supreme Spirit even. Yeah, when that person calls the Supreme Spirit, that Supreme Spirit comes. You might think, how can that be? What does that mean? Where's your proof? Well, the proof is you can, if you understand the Shastras, these deep truths in the book, the name of God is non-different. This name, Krishna, is non-different than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who spoke there on Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago. See? And if you're chanting that name, calling that name, and devotion awakens in your heart, automatically you've got control of God. Automatically God comes. Automatically. He cannot resist. You become irresistible to the Lord. That's what we teach here. How to become irresistible. How to become charming. You know that word charming? Charmed? How would you like to be a charming person? See, you charm the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah. See, so the way to enter into this frequency, this domain and dimension, there's only one real way. The one real way is by hearing from those who are the authorities of this platform, this level of consciousness. They're actually experiencing it. They're actually in that level of consciousness. They call that a bona fide spiritual master. Paradas, I'm sorry, that's all speculations as far as I can see. See, that's why, Paradas, you have to follow the process. See, the process is you have to, just what I'm saying, you need a bona fide spiritual master, and you enter in as a disciple. See, and then you get purified. You purify your consciousness, because that's speculation that you're saying there. See, okay, and I'll talk to you. You can chant forever and read books until there is nothing left of you, or you can rise yourself to the mode of happiness, and white light will fix everything. No, yeah, no, it won't. And Yeah, that's not conclusive truth. That's not taught here. Yeah, even those who rise to this Brahman level, say white light and Brahman is the same kind of a concept. The four Kumaras were on that level of Brahman. Okay? They had to connect with a Vaishnava to be raised there to the next stage and understand conclusive understanding of the truth beyond the Brahman. See, so this thing is speculation, and I know you can't do it. There's no way. That's not even the path that you're saying that those who follow the path of Mayavadi do it. You can't do it like that. No. Raise yourself to that. Well, good luck, man. Yeah. Anyway, just keep coming there, Par. We have a few people that are kind of like that, you know. It's okay. No problem. If you just like what we're doing, exactly. You're there now. Okay, great. You said, bro, that's why. Yeah, anyway. You're sad, bro, that's why? Sad? You have sinned. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, okay, I'm just going to go on there. Just go on here. I'm glad you're coming here. Okay, now hear, O son of Prita, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. See, isn't that interesting? He uses the word me. Me usually is a word for the false ego, I, me, and mine. But the Lord uses that. So why? Because there is a me. That me, there's a me for God and a me for the soul. That's the true identity of spirit. The me of God is his qualities, his transcendental qualities. See? Even his material qualities. That's his other half in the illusion, his shadow. You can know the Lord in full. See? But how do you do that? You got to follow. Now, hear, O son of Prita, follow the path. You follow the path of hearing the instructions, and follow that by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me. See? Yoga in full consciousness of me is that yoga, that union is this devotion. See? You become conscious of the Lord's transcendental qualities. See, full consciousness of me. See? But you need that quality of devotion. That comes in the parampara, the bhakti parampara. Yeah, anyway, there's no challenge. I mean, I wish I had a little bit of a challenge. There's nothing to respond to. It's so speculative. And so, okay, you want to challenge me? All right, so this is my response. Whatever I say, there's no room for this word. There's no room in you. The way you understand what I'm teaching here is by following the process. You're not following the process yet. You're not at that stage to follow the process. Here's the process. It's in the first sentence. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Now hear, O son of Prita." See? You don't do that. You want to challenge me. You can't follow this process yet. See? This is the way you do it. So you maybe you got to come like in an open state of mind, like, okay, let me see if this process is for me. Not come here and say, well, let me challenge you. There's no way that we can get anything accomplished here in this challenge. You're not into listening. You want to challenge me. That's not the process I'm here teaching. I'm teaching what the Supreme Personality of Godhead said. Now here, now here, now here, now here, O Arjuna. Arjuna is the disciple, and Krishna is the spiritual master. The same principle goes here now, 5,000 years ago. It's always the same process. There's a spiritual master here. Now here, O Paradas. Now hear, O Paradas. But you're not at that place to hear, right? You're like, well, I'm not here. I'm here to challenge. Okay, well, you haven't entered the process there, Paradas. What can I say? What good would it be to have a sword fight over what? See? You have to come to the point of finding out, you can go follow your speculations. You can speculate and believe the light and you're in the light and all that, and you're saved and you got no sins, and you can, whatever you want. But maybe if you're lucky in this life, you'll see it's futile and frustrated. You become frustrated and willing to listen. Then it's fruitful, all that speculations that you're doing there. That's my opinion. Well, actually, it's not. It's the real opinion, really, the one that works, that one is real. See, you're just up lost in this. You have no basis. Show me the basis for your realizations. You have no basis for it. I have the basis for my realizations. So I've won already. If you want to consider having a debate, well, here's the debate. I already won. I have a basis for what I'm preaching. That's right, this first sentence. You have no basis for what you think. I have more of a basis because I have personal experience. I show you that what I'm talking about, I show you. And I got triple confirmation. And I got people who do listen and follow the process. They get the desired result, which is prema, love of God. They get it. They got it. You can see it right here. But you have no basis for what you're speaking on. So we already won. Already. So the debate is won here. You have nothing, not a leg to stand on. See, he says, you don't talk from experience, but you just read books. Oh, really? Yeah, I talk from experience. You know what experience is? Of this process, what we're teaching here is to chant the holy name in ecstatic love so that you can understand the scriptures. That's why you don't understand what I'm talking about, because you don't chant the holy name in ecstatic love. So by good fortune, the mercy of chanting in ecstatic devotion is in me, so I can read these wonderful books and partake of the happiness. You think I'm just reading. No, I'm tasting these books. I'm tasting the bliss of the absolute truth. But you can't do it because you don't follow this process. You don't understand this process. You don't even understand the glories of the people around you who are also chanting in bliss and ecstasy. Oh wait, now the insult's coming. Bogey yogi, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, yeah, no problem, man. Oh, you hear that, everybody? It's not about bliss. Oh, for me it is. You go do your non-bliss life. You go live a non-blissful life, and I'll live a blissful life. My bliss is getting more and more and more, and I love it, and many of my friends love it. But you don't love it? Oh, too bad for you, Paradas. Are you missing out? It's about happiness. What do you think bliss is? It's the supreme happiness. Otherwise, okay, see, the happiness you're talking about, if your happiness is not bliss, you haven't transcended material dualities. See, so you're in material dualities, and you think that's happiness. No, it's happiness and distress. You go back and forth, happy one day, distressed another, happy, and you cannot get out of that. This is the only way out of it. Really, is to learn to live in bliss, and that's what we teach. The happiness of bliss, and not only is it bliss, it's ecstatic, it's ananda, it's joy, it's all these transcendental emotions that are eternal and last forever. It's a spiritual place. Instead of getting followers, I can't help I'm getting followers. What can I do? You know, when you have something so great, the intelligent people, they come along and want to follow along the process. You know, it's not about getting followers. The followers come automatically. You know, I just preach this truth. I just want to, you know, it's like a rich person. You know, this communion and connection and truth has made me what I consider rich, not monetarily, but spiritually. To me, I found out what real riches are. These are the riches of God. Even Lord Caitanya, who was a manifestation of God in this world 550 years ago, claimed that these were riches. And I understand, I can relate. I also consider them riches. And like a rich man who has this nature, because to me, my riches is Lord Caitanya, the person, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his name, his truths, these things. This is my wealth. And you become like your master. To me, I love this master. He's so free. It makes me experience freedom. Okay? And you get the nature that Lord Caitanya had, which is magnanimity and munificence and spiritual power to pass it on to others, these riches. And many are getting, and they're starting to follow. They like, yeah, hey man, I can't help it that intelligent people, to me, this is intelligent. Come and follow this process. Give up all that speculations and everything when you're ready, of course. You know, when you see they lead you not really in any great destination. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just passing this on. I can't help it. These people are following, right, Amy? She's following. You're not. Am I twisting your arm, Amy? Did I charge you anything to come follow here? Am I manipulating you? Or are you just following because you're getting a lot of happiness and juice? And just like I'm just sharing, you know, my happiness with other people, you know, and people are following, you know. It's like, you know, what can I do? It's just a great thing. That why else do anybody to go? I mean, if I go, say Tony Robbins, and you see him and you're attracted, and you go and you become a follower of Tony Robbins, he's got millions of people following him. Yeah, look at all these gurus. They got followers too. And people are following here. Not so many right now, but maybe more later. I mean, they're following here. Why? Because I'm showing them the supreme happiness, and they're witnessing. They're going, hey man, this is the best happiness I ever found. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, they're following on their own. I mean, you know, they don't have to follow. They can leave anytime. Nobody is forced to be here, or am I trying to manipulate them or something? No, they just see there's ecstasy and a special happiness that you can't see just anywhere. Oh, listen to this, everybody. You're stuck on the mundane plane, he says. Talk about a projection. Please be happy. Yeah. Anyway, I had enough fun with you, man. Yeah, so I'm getting bored now. I'm moving along here. You can know me in full, free from doubt. See, simply by the hearing process, you go into this awakening of this, it's called Bhakti Lata Bis, this devotion, which gives you the ability to know the Lord in truth. Then when you go into the mine of the revealed scriptures, You go beyond religion, you transcend religion, and you just take the essence, the jewels, the gold of the truth, and you taste it, you relish it, you relish the happiness of that. Because now your tongue has a spiritual tongue inside it. Just like, very simple, we have a tongue to taste food. Well, becomes food. When Jesus said, I'm the bread of life, he meant the truth is the bread of life. He was a manifestation of that truth. He spoke the truth. See, and this is very inspiring to the spirit. Hi, Sandra. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I just started this. This is on the your stream, your spot. Yeah, so I just started this your spot thing again. For some reason, I couldn't get into my old account. I don't know what happened. I haven't used it much, so now I want to use it more because people were coming. And so anyway, what I'm doing here, Sandra, and whoever else is going to be watching this, is teaching a process called chanting, and it's wonderful. Maybe you came before. I don't know. Your name sounds familiar. Well, Sandra, there's a lot of Sandras, I guess. Yeah, teaching this process of chanting, and we will do this. You can see some of the videos where we chant with rhythmic, with music, and it raises your vibration to a deeper level of consciousness. You transcend the lower vibrations of fear and anxiety and confusions that are being kind of um, plastered over this planet now in the form of the way this going on. I don't know if you heard New World Order and stuff like that, but anyway, there's a lower energy being promoted to put people in fear and control. This mantra breaks you free, brings your consciousness to a higher level. And it's wonderful, it's easy, it's non religious, but it's a spiritual awakening. And we have quite a few people um, on Facebook Live coming to see it. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we're doing there, Sandra. So stick around. Right now, I'm reading from a book called Bhagavad Gita, full with spiritual knowledge and wisdom. And yeah, stuff like that. Later on, tomorrow we'll be chanting, and or later tonight. But you can watch the replays. There's replays of this chanting. The first one I did is talking about this chanting process too. So now we got a Nimai Achintya Das. Let's see what he has to say. Is that the same person? Nimai Achintya Das? I don't know. You have to eat meat here, no vegans, no fasting, because not all can do that self-denial. You have to, what do you mean you have to? What is this? People are obsessed with eating. If you're obsessed with what you eat and everything, go to people who are obsessed, like we have this guy, Kamala Kanta. He's obsessed, with this food thing, You can talk to him or something, or go to these religious groups, like ISKCON and all. They're obsessed, and that's okay. I mean, that's what they do. They're into, what are you eating? Don't do this and don't do that, and rules, regulate. Okay, fine. That's fine for that level. You want to do that. Here is another. This is a non-religious level. No, we're not controlling people through their eating and what they do. And your business, what you eat, and how you take care of yourself is your business. I'm not here to deal with babies and neophytes. If you're a baby and a neophyte that needs to be controlled in your life, well, go to a religion. Go to church, or go to if you're in a the Vaishnava thing, go to ISKCON and go and get controlled and manipulated or get control over what you're eating and all that, if you think that's spiritual. Anyway, this is not the beginning course. This is the advanced course. Anybody can come here. You want to know who you are, you'll quickly know that you're spirit, and spirit has nothing to do with what you eat or don't eat. What you eat can be supportive of your spiritual endeavors. Fasting, all that stuff, renunciate, austerities, can be supportive of that, or maybe not. A lot of people won't come here because they're too much infatuated and intoxicated with that level of endeavors. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so more Bhagavad Gita here. So I'm going to go back here. Yeah, anyway, hopefully you heard that, Sandra, that first text. The next text, I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. This being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. So this path is a path of hearing from authorities in the real line. See, so authorities in the real line are those who have this knowledge, both phenomenal, that's the phenomenal world. The phenomenal world is the world of effects. The world, the material world, the numinous, I think the word numinous means transcendental and spiritual. See, and so to learn this, you need to hear it from those in the lineage, in this line here. We're in this line. And so we've been entrusted with this knowledge, both of what's really going on in this world and also in the spiritual dimension, more as much as we can understand. And actually, you can get experience of this too. And so when you're armed with this knowledge and this information, your life becomes more and more wonderful. You become more and more free. You're more and more clear, more and more logical, more and more permanently happy, more and more in touch with who you are, which is spirit. Okay? More and more even ecstatic, your vibration, to the point of a happiness that which is beyond your understanding. It's like Jesus said, the peace that surpasses all understanding. That's the kind of stuff you get here. So how do you get it? Well, you have to come in line. So first stage is not blind believing. People here, we encourage people to come here and chant with us and follow this process for 30 days and see what it does. See what experience you get of life. See if your quality of life changes for the better. See if your interest is sparked. See? And because people who have done this, many of them have stayed here now for 5 years. Because it gets more and more interesting. Even to me as a teacher here, I also a student. It's more and more interesting to me as a teacher and as a student what's going on here. Every day I come here, I look forward to coming here multiple times a day, 2, sometimes 3 times a day, to chant, and the chanting gets deeper and more amazing. And if I pick up any fears from all this fear mongering going around here, or worries or this or that, just a little chanting clears all of that, and vibration is lifted and to a deeper level, and you transcend all of that level of basically the lower vibration that's going on in this world. It's just a very easy way to do it. Okay? And we discuss these deeper truths too. It's just wonderful. It's the best thing. To me, this is my entertainment. I don't go out anymore for entertainment. To me, that is it's not, to me, it's not entertainment to go and sit in one of these bars and listen to this loud, this is not even loud music and all these, keep drunking people drunk and all this stuff. I'm in Playa del Carmen, which is a tourist place. I don't find any happiness in that. I just can't get away from those places fast enough. This is the best entertainment I've ever found. The truth and tasting deeper levels of consciousness and realizing that. Let's see. So I think I'll just maybe read one more verse, or I might just end it here. Let's see. Yeah, let's end it here, and I'll continue on at another time. It's getting a little bit late here. Haven't had lunch yet, and you guys also. All right. Hey, thank you, Sandra, for coming and staying and watching this program. If you have any questions, which you probably do, or comments, please leave them there, and I'll respond a little bit later. Yeah. And thank you all on Twitch, Facebook Live, YouTube, and the whatever other platforms we're broadcasting on. Yeah, thank you, Fanny, for coming, Shamaguri, and Paradas. Yeah, thank you. Freddie, Amy, and all the rest. Okay, have a great day, huh? Haribol.